I'm trying to hold the video camera back far enough so that you can see the whole door, but close enough kind of so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I want to make sure my sanding pad is a pretty new one, and like I said, I've got 100 grit, and I think they sell this stuff in 80 grit, and also I don't know if they have one that's 120, but I try to get the mid-range. I don't want to get it too rough. You know what I mean? Especially even when I'm sanding sheetrock patches. You get the too rough, and if you do it too much, you're going to sand too much off. Okay, so. And when I put it on, I just fold the edges over like that, and away I go. Okay, so all I'm doing here is putting lines in the existing paint so that my next paint is going to stick better. You don't have to sand too much. I'll get to that in a minute. And I can see lines forming. And that's why I took the little piece of sandpaper first and looked around where I saw any little dots or something, so I could just go like that. Because if you do it with this, you think, oh, here's one, and you're going like this, and it doesn't seem to want to get all the way, and you're doing it hard because this is a flat surface, this whole thing. Whereas I can do it with the small one, just with my thumb. You know what I mean? I always have my knee pad ready. Whatever I'm doing. Now, for most people, that's probably enough, but see, I'm going to take my little piece of sandpaper, and see, I've just cut, all I did was cut little strips and folded it over, and now I'm going to use that. And what this is going to do, it's just going to throw a few more lines on here, and then I can look at the door and do a once over if I see anything else on there. I'll be able to feel it. And I can see that what I'm doing is actually working because of the light. I can see where it is. And yeah, this takes me a little bit longer to do this, but it doesn't take that much longer. All I'm doing is putting a few more lines on it, and make sure it's all smooth. Okay? Well, I like to generally sand up and down, but at the edge I may have to go like that, but then most of the time I want to go up and down. The same way that I'm going to do the paint roller. Okay? Like that. And then I can, this little edge, just going to hit a little bit of that, and sometimes you'll get a lot of buildup. Like whoever sprayed these, their spray rig was dripping it was just spitting every once in a while. That was those little droplets. And on one door I found all kinds of droplets, and then on the edge here too. And this will take that up. Oh. Okay, be right back. I think somebody's at the door. Okay, back at it. Okay, so using my little piece will get off any little imperfections on there. It also kind of roughens that up a little bit, and chances are your paint is going to stick to these doors, because the last person who painted these doors would probably have used semi-gloss paint and not a latex-based semi-gloss paint and not an oil-based paint. If this had an oil-based paint on there, and if you were trying to put semi-gloss latex paint on there, it might not stick very well, because you're going from an oil to a latex and vice versa. If this was latex and you wanted to put oil on there, another reason to lightly sand it, okay? Because you want to make sure this stuff sticks, okay? And so, just gonna go around this. And I can see any last little imperfections, if there are any. If I'm right down here, down and dirty with the door. Okay. Get this here. There. I'm going to take a once over on the door. Look and see. Now's your time to see if there's any other little imperfections that you want to clean up. Now's the time to do it. Not after you paint it. Oh, there's a paint edge. Oh, I'll clean it up now, and your paint's wet, or it's the next day and it starts gumming up because it hasn't cured yet. That's the last thing you want to do, is start messing around with doors after you get them painted. Okay? And I'm looking at that, everything looks good. And now, don't forget to do the other side. Alright? And I'm gonna go ahead and flip this one around. Usually what I'll do is I'll set up all the doors. Boom, 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 boom. Then I start from the left and go to the right. And I get them all done on one side. Okay, concentrate on that. Then I'll flip them all. And then do the other side. Okay? But because I'm only doing this one door, I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. Okay? And I'm gonna start doing this, okay? So now, I'm going to leave the light over there this time and look at this and see if I can't see most of the imperfections. And this one actually looks pretty good too. There's a few little spots. I'm gonna do this slightly different on these little spots. I'm just gonna go down to here for now. And now I'm going to take my light, and instead of holding it like this, I'm going to take it and hold it right here. Okay? And I'm going to see if I can't see any more slightly imperfections. Okay? And hold, like I said, hold your light at an angle. Okay? If you see anything else, have at it. Now that actually worked out pretty good. I think one time I didn't have the light. I had the light too close and I couldn't see enough. Okay? So Now I can look at this bottom, and I've got quite a few different marks down here. Some black marks, a blue mark, and I'm going to try to get it off. See, I used to say, oh, I'll just hit that with Kills, a primer, you know, and I'll just do it that way. But because this is so smooth and it's not that fake wood grain stuff, if I put Kills on there, then I have to let the Kills primer dry, and then I've got to lightly sand it. And so, see, there was a black mark, and now that's gone. So I'm going to go around the door knob just a little bit. Here's a mark, and that one looks like it might have gone all the way through the paint, like something's worn on it when the door's open and closed. But now I see a little mark here, and that one's gone. Okay, that's the actual wood behind there, so that's okay. Okay, here's another little mark. And that one's pretty much gone. Here's another one down here. Here's one on the panel, light scratch. And if you don't lightly sand those, when you get done painting, you're going to see it. You're going to see, oh, there's a scratch, oh, that. And if you only put one coat of paint on here, and you think, oh, that's going to be good enough, it's going to cover, and you got a blue line here, you got a black line, and you paint it, that could bleed through your paint. Okay? I know that doesn't need to be cleaned because I used the simple green and cleaned all these doors first. Okay? And that was something that wasn't coming out. Now that blue line is gone. All because I spent, how long? 3 seconds on it? There's another little line, and a mark. Here's this nice black scuff mark or a shoe or something. It's just on the surface of the paint, and I got it pretty much gone enough. Well, when I paint these doors, that's going to go away. Okay? That's why I used a little piece of sandpaper for this bit and not my big paddle sander. There's no way I could have got that black mark off as easily with this paddle sander than with just a little piece. You know? Okay, now I'm going to look at this door carefully. We'll look around the edges on this door just to see if I missed anything from before. Just do a little once over on it, and I see just a hair of an edge right there where the paint overage, as it pushed over that, I can see it's built up there, and it's going to show if I don't get rid of it. Now with the small one, I could get it with the small one. Okay, depending how much stuff there is there. Okay, just round it off. Okay, that one's gone. Here's another little bit right there. And if you don't care about those edges, go ahead, don't worry about it. You know? But because this is all smooth, I'm going to worry about it because I don't want that to show when I get all done. Hey, who painted those doors? Hey, VideoJoe painted those doors. Don't they look good? And somebody with an eagle eye looks at all the imperfections and say, that door looks like crap. He should have cleaned better around the hinges where that black stuff was. I could see the remnants of that because the paint didn't cover it. He should have cleaned those off. He should have sanded these edges off. Ooh, these edges are still rough. And this edge here the actual edge of the doors is rough, and the outside edges, oh, I can still feel it. He should have sanded those. He just tells me he doesn't really care about his finished project. If he doesn't care about his painting, then obviously he doesn't care about other things, and I don't want him doing any work around my house. Forget that. He doesn't care about anything. That's what you get. You get somebody talking like that, they're not going to, half the time, 3/4 of the time, they're not going to tell you. They're just going to tell themselves and convince themselves, okay?